Hey guys, how are we doing today? I hope that you are all fantastic. I am just here today to do the actual review that I promised you guys. Remember, I bought the ASUS FX73VE gaming laptop, as shown here. Light up keyboard, the whole shot. Yeah, and that's it on the screen. So we're gonna do the review on this today, guys, and let's just get started on that. You guys know, and I say this in every single review, my number one thing as far as products is physical quality. I love something that is built well. I don't like things that are built cheap, even if they run good. The feeling of cheap it's not, I just don't like it. So this thing is built very well. I have to say that. It has the, I think it's brushed aluminum, that's what I'm calling it, but it's a very good quality. And everything just seems so stable. The keyboard is very stable. The keys feel really, really nice. Let me dismiss these emails, sorry. The keys feel really nice. They're not loud, they're not too quiet. It's like perfect. And the backlight, the red backlight's awesome too. I do wish, well, let's start with other stuff first. Let me get into that. So anyway, guys, this laptop itself, it comes with the 7th generation i7 core processor, the 7700. It's a quad-core processor with a 2.8 gigahertz speed. Turbo, it's 3.8. So the processor's awesome. You cannot beat the i7. I actually have the same exact processor in my desktop. It's fantastic. I've never had a computer that runs better than the desktop that I'm running now. So anyway, this laptop also has the 1050 Ti graphics, which is pretty decent for gaming. I installed the Division the other night, played around with that. On high settings, I got, I think, almost 50 FPS, frames per second, which isn't, you know, I play it on my desktop and I think I get like 90 something or maybe over 100. But it was very, very smooth on this laptop, even though the frames per second were not what I get on my desktop. My desktop, I have a 1070 Ti, but this, it was very smooth. The gameplay was nice, and so I think that for gaming, it's great. It has the 17.3-inch screen, which is definitely a plus. We talked about the red keyboard, the light-up keyboard. The peripherals on this, it actually has some decent peripherals. It has, and I'm going to read this because I don't remember, it's 3 USB 3.0s. It has one USB 3.1, a Type C USB, which is awesome. It has one regular USB 2.0, a microphone jack, a headphone jack, your LAN for networking, an HDMI and a mini HDMI, which can all come in very handy, of course. So overall, I'm gonna rate this thing, like if we're doing like a 5-star rating, I'm gonna go, let's go just below 5. And that's not a bad thing. There are just one or two things that I'm not that I'm not thrilled with them, that I think they could have done better. The first thing is that it only comes with 8 gigs of random access memory. And I say only like it's a bad thing, it's not. That is pretty much for everyday average computing, that is your basic these days. I would think for a gaming laptop, they would have at least kicked that up to 16. That's just me, but they didn't. It only comes with 8 gigs of RAM. Which the system's still usable, there's nothing wrong with that, but I would definitely recommend an upgrade on that. With the gaming, it would help a little bit, even though the graphics card, the 1050 Ti, comes with 4 gigs dedicated memory to that video card. I personally think that a bump in the random access memory of the system would help that out a great deal. So that's really the only thing that I kind of disliked about it. The only other thing that I would like to see is you being able to like change the background colors for your keyboard, because it's only red and you cannot change those. It'd be kind of cool, not necessary by any means. It doesn't affect the performance. One thing I did not mention is this came with a 1 terabyte hard drive, and that is a hybrid drive, which is a combination between a solid state and a mechanical drive. I haven't really seen a big difference in that. It seems to run very well, so I'm pretty happy with that. Eventually I'll probably still upgrade to the Samsung Evo 850 because that's my favorite drive. I know, it's a little weird. Anyway, so everything about this system is good. I just didn't like that it only came with 8 gigs of RAM, but that's easy to get past. The other thing is the touchpad is very responsive. I love the touchpad. There's no delay. It's very prompt, and of course you can adjust your settings for your mouse, your touchpad. I did buy this for gaming. I usually don't have an external mouse for my laptop because it comes with a mouse. I've never understood why people get an external mouse, but I got this for the sole purpose of gaming. I don't like to game with the touchpad because it's next to impossible, as you guys know. So I got this. It's from TeckNet. It's only 10 bucks, and I put a link in the description below. There's also a link in the description below for this laptop. And this little mouse is kind of cool. I guess we're going to do an unboxing real quick. Epoxy. Instruction manual. I don't know why you need an instruction manual for a mouse. And of course the mouse itself. Now I got the red one. You can get red, blue, purple, gray, and black. And I chose this one because it kind of matches the keyboard illumination on the laptop. It's kind of cool because the little receiver for the mouse is here at the bottom. And it plugs in right there. So we're going to test this right now, I guess. I brought batteries with me here, so let's see how this works out. Well, it lit up. I don't really know how to review a mouse. I mean, you plug them in and they work. Yep, it works. So the review on the mouse, very good quality, it seems. It fits well in your hand. And it works. So that's a plus. So that's my whole review on the mouse. Anyway, guys, the overall review on the laptop, overall good, almost 5 stars. I only took partial star away because of the 8 gigs of RAM that it comes with. I feel it could have came with more. It wouldn't have, it wouldn't have made a difference to them probably to sell it with just a little bit more RAM. I would have even paid a little bit more if it had the 16. The price that I paid for this thing was $8.99. It is now up to $9.24, but still a good deal. I think it's worth every penny of that. Anyway, guys, that's it. Nice laptop. If you're looking for a gaming machine and you don't want to spend $1,500, or more, I think that this is a really good deal. You can also do just regular home stuff on it too. It's a great system. It runs very, very smooth. Now, I will say that prior to purchasing this, I actually read some of the reviews, and I think some people were a little confused about things. Like one review that I read a couple times from a couple people was, well, the sound is terrible, I can barely hear it. I'm not sure what they're talking about. The sound is great. It's nice and loud, it's crisp. I'm not really sure if they don't know how to use volume or what the case is there. The other thing that I read multiple times is that when you hit the caps lock key, there's no light on to indicate that the caps lock key is on, and that's also false. It's right here at the bottom where all the notification lights are. So I read that. And the other thing that somebody, and my assumption is they didn't really know a lot about computers, they kind of gave the hybrid drive a thumbs down, saying it makes the computer so super slow. And I have not experienced that at all. And I will say this, and maybe I'll do a video about this someday, but one thing that you have to do when you buy a store-bought system is you have to go in, you have to clear out all the junkware. Manufacturers, they contract with software companies to put tons of trial versions of whatever in there. and it slows things down. So you have to go in there, you got to remove all that stuff. There's also a thing called a startup file where everything that, well, not everything, but a lot of stuff that you've installed starts and runs in the background, which will slow your system down, especially with only 8 gigs of RAM. So you also have to go into your startup file and remove all that stuff to stop it from running when the computer starts. So I think that those were the issues. I'm not really sure what they're talking about the sound. The sound is awesome. Caps lock key is fine. There's nothing in the world wrong with that. And it's not slow at all. There was a little hesitation before I removed all the junkware and altered my startup file, but this thing's perfect. It runs absolutely smooth. You cannot go wrong with this system. Anyway guys, that's it. My reviews are always quick. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section. I always try to answer everything. If you need help setting something up, I can, to a point, kind of help you with that as well. It's kind of what I do. But the link for the laptop and the link for the mouse with all different colors is down in the description. And if you guys do choose to buy those, I'm going to ask that you utilize the link that I have down there, only because I am an Amazon affiliate and it kind of helps me out. I do get a little bit of kickback, and it helps the channel and stuff like that. The price does not change for you. The price is exactly the same whether you use my link or not. It just gives me a small percentage. So if you were to buy, say, this mouse for $9.99, I'd probably get like 15 to 20 cents. So it's not really that much. I'm not really making that much, but everything goes back into the channel. I buy other stuff to review for you guys and stuff like that. So anyway guys, that's all I have for today. Again, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to click the subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will be doing a lot more reviews and unboxings of some stuff soon. So anyway guys, take care. Have a great day.